Oh, wow, I'm already going live. I'm sorry about that. I thought I had to push a button, so I'm already going live for 30 seconds, just kind of sitting here. So, anyway, Trey Guillotine here for Free Comic Book Day 2018. Free Comic Book Day is something that happens every year, the first weekend or the first Saturday in May, where comic stores around the country, maybe even around the world, I don't actually know if country stores outside of the US do this, but Free Comic Book Day, first Saturday of May, it's when all of the comic book stores give out a selection of free comics, of one issue free comics. Today I went to BSI Comics, which is the comic book store that if I was going to go to a comics book store when I was growing up, I went to BSI Comics. It's in Metairie, which a lot of people will argue isn't part of New Orleans, but it is. And if you say otherwise, you can bad words. But anyway, so I went to BSI Comics and they were giving out not only some free comic books, the issues that were selected for Free Comic Book Day 2018, but they were also giving a lot of prizes as well as some sales going on. So we're gonna go ahead. I got 5 of the free comics in the selection. I know what I chose, but I don't know like what the specifics of the particular story of the comic book is. But I know like the 5 types that I chose, like, between like Avengers and some Star Wars comics. I know the 5 that I chose. So, but I haven't looked at them. I haven't looked at the covers. I haven't looked at to see what they're about. So we're gonna go ahead. They're in this bag. Haven't looked at them until just now. So we're gonna go ahead and pull them out one by one and see what they are. Okay, so the first one was my Doctor Who comic. I love my Doctor Who. This looks like it's something with the 3 Doctors. Actually, I'm not even sure if this is an actual comic. Oh no, it's a comic. Okay, cool. So it looks like this isn't necessarily a grouping of the like past Doctors, like Day of the Doctor, or some other Doctor Who episodes where like past Doctors join up. Or maybe it is. I can't really tell just from looking at this, but on the cover you have the 10th, 11th, and 12th Doctor, my personal 3 favorite Doctors. So they're in this comic. Let's see if I can see what it is about. It looks like there's definitely some regenerations going on in here. There's also the 7th Doctor is making an appearance with Ace, who I really only know them by name. I don't really know a lot about the past Doctors before 9. So it looks like it actually looks like it's kind of skipping around between various Doctors. I don't know if it's all one connected story, if these are just like some short stories of each one, but this looks really interesting. Oh, that's interesting. It's actually showing the new 13th Doctor on the back page, starting her adventure. Adventure begins this fall, which I'm super excited about the next season of Doctor Who. I'm very excited about the new Doctor and getting to know her as a Doctor and what she's going to be doing in that character. So that is the Doctor Who comic. So the next one is I did get a Bob's Burger comic. So this looks a little more ridiculous. I've been getting slowly more and more into Bob's Burgers. I've kind of taken a break from watching it for whatever, but it looks like this is your standard Bob's Burger adventure. A lot of the same characters you've seen in the comics. It looks like a Bob's Burger episode. That's what it looks like. I'm looking forward to reading this. Not one of my absolute. It is a good show. I do like Bob's Burgers. I admit I do like Bob's Burgers. I need to get back into watching it, but that is the Bob's Burgers comic. Okay, what is next? That is a bookmark. So they were giving out some like free swag, which I'm gonna get to in a minute, but I just pulled this out. This is a bookmark for Other People's Heroes by Blake M. Petit. Josh always wanted to be a hero until he got a peek behind the scenes. When reporter Josh Corwood discovers he has the ability to duplicate the superpowers of others, he decides to become Seagull City's newest superhero. The first lesson he learns is that in Seagull City, nothing is what it seems. The tales of Seagull City are available in print and ebook form. And then there's another one, the Pyrite War, which is the tale of Seagull City's first superhero, the Restless Dead of Seagull City, a Halloween adventure that turns Josh's world upside down, and the Ghost of Simon Tower. On Christmas, an old resident of Simon Tower returns to claim his lost destiny. So as well as giving out free comics, there were also artists and authors who are local to New Orleans who were handing out some prints and some swag, and to just kind of promote their work. And you had the chance to meet with them and talk with them and see their work. And if you chose to buy it, they're also giving free samples of stuff, which I have more to show you from that part of Free Comic Book. But we're going to get back into the free comic books of Free Comic Book Day. So the next one is a Star Wars adventure. So this looks like it's an early a comic book for the upcoming Star Wars movie Solo, which I'm actually tentatively hyped about. But this looks like a young Han Solo adventure. Don't know quite how I feel about young Han Solo just yet. Honestly, the trailer looks more Firefly than anything. But this looks like your basic like Han and Chewie adventure, which could be a lot of fun. They also have some like black and white, I guess like test pages in the back. Okay, definitely looking forward to this one as kind of like a teaser for the upcoming Solo movie. Okay, got two more. You can only pick 5. So this one is Amazing Spider-Man. Saw the Marvel Comics, had to do with the Marvel Comics. Definitely trying to get more into the actual comic books of Marvel Comics and not just the movies and TV shows. Which the last... Actually, now that I think about it, there was a Spider-Man comic last year that was about like how Peter Parker was running his own company and he was like stepping down as Spider-Man or something. I don't quite remember everything. So it looks like in this comic is going up against the Rhino and maybe the Shocker. I don't know. It looks like it could be the Shocker, but it might not be. I'm not sure. And then he's going to go up against Kingpin, or at least Kingpin looks like he's like not a bad guy in this one, or he's trying to be a good guy. If that's manipulation, whatever. But I'm looking forward to this one. They also have some Guardians of the Galaxy stuff on one of the back pages. So looking forward to this. All right, this is the last one, and I know which one this is. It is the it looks like it's 2 for 1. So it's an Avengers comic. This is an Avengers comic. And then they also have a Captain America comic, I guess, kind of starting in the back. Something with Black Panther and Odin. Yeah, so you see Black Panther and Odin talking about something. What else? They also have a little page for Cloak and Dagger, which is coming out in June. And here's, of course, Loki being Loki. So I'm looking forward to reading these comics. I am trying to get more into the actual comic book part of being a comic book, movie, TV show, video game fan, because right now I'm just kind of comic book fan adjacent. So I'm definitely trying to get more in the comics. So I'm looking forward to reading these. But as I said, you got more. When BSI was giving out a lot more than just the free comics. They also had artists and authors, as I mentioned, and I got this print from one of the artists there who I need to look up the name, and I'll probably put a picture of this print as well as his name, and hopefully where you can see more of his work. I really like the Daredevil print. He also signed it at the bottom. I just saw this. I really like Daredevil. I like Daredevil a lot. I definitely want more Daredevil. So I saw this and I grabbed this print. I really liked it. BSI was also giving out a poster for the upcoming Venom movie, which unfortunately I think looks like garbage. Like literally, I think Venom looks like garbage bags strapped to a stunt actor. I'm unfortunately not looking forward to this movie. Some of the other swag was they were giving out stuff for like Horizon Zero Dawn. There was some from PlayStation there, so I got like some controller skins, from some PS4 controller skins in like theme to Horizon Zero Dawn. And also I got a stylus pen for the PlayStation VR, as well as a PS4 Horizon Zero Dawn lanyard. So always glad to get some free merch, always glad to get some free swag. But the important thing about Free Comic Book Day isn't just the free comic books. It's also a chance for people to visit their local comic stores and like support them, buy the things that they're selling. They have a lot of different sales going on. They have a lot of different deals and prizes that you can get. But the important thing is to go in and support your local comic book stores. So some of the other things that I bought, there was a smaller comic for the upcoming cartoon series, or I don't know if it's a cartoon series or movie, Marvel Rising and Marvel Rising Secret Warriors, where they're taking a lot of the lesser known heroes or variations of heroes like Squirrel Girl, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, Quake from Agents of Shield, which is actually being voiced by Chloe Bennett. It's not a connection to Agents of Shield, but it is Quake. She's a Shield agent, and it is voiced by Chloe Bennett. So that's pretty awesome. So I'm looking forward to getting into this. And then one of the bigger comics that I bought, or I guess trade paperbacks, was Avengers Infinity War Prelude, which I knew these were coming out, but I didn't grab them because I kind of wanted to go into Infinity War a little more blind. But now that I've seen Infinity War and talked about Infinity War, I do want to get into this, and maybe I can talk about something from this in a future video or review. I'm very much looking forward to exploring this book. I also got, this is just something I really liked. I got some Joker sunglasses, which, I mean, they're not really Joker, but, you know, they're still pretty cool. I liked them. I thought they were pretty fancy. I can definitely find something to wear these to. And it also came with this little, like, oh wow, there's like a legit tough, like, sunglasses pouch. It says the Joker. So I'm going to find a little more use for these somewhere in my daily life. And then one of the really cool things that I saw is very original, that I saw this, I was like, I absolutely have to get this, was someone has made a fleur-de-lis with the Infinity Stones in the fleur-de-lis, which I really thought that looked really cool. I kind of want to add these like Infinity Stones on the fleur-de-lis to my own fleur-de-lis tattoo, but I probably won't. But still, this is really cool. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to pin this because I really want to show this off. It's very original, it's very unique, so I really like this. And then they also had something that if you spent a certain amount of money, you got to like win a prize, and I won like one of these little plastic bank things. So I got a Harley Quinn bank. Don't know that I'll use it, but it might just be something good to like set in like the background somewhere. I like Harley Quinn, so I thought that was pretty cool. But the big piece de resistance is, you notice that I'm wearing this little headband that says "Out of the Way, Nerd." This is actually from a box that was a Deadpool mask with like Deadpool phrase headbands. There's a few of these. This one's my favorite, the one that says "Out of the Way, Nerd." But I also got the Deadpool mask, which surprisingly fits. I was actually worried when I got it that it wasn't going to fit, but it does actually fit. So let's get this on. So I could definitely see myself like wearing this definitely to the movie, at least to the line of Deadpool 2. I don't know if I'll wear it throughout the entire movie. It's a little warm. It's a little stuffy. It's a little uncomfortable. But yeah, so a legit like Deadpool mask that I now have. I can definitely do some future cosplay with this. I always kind of want to do the Deadpoolie or Deadpoolio, like the kind of like gangsta Deadpool. That's kind of a little chubby, so that would really work. He's just like in sweatpants and like the mask and like a chain and a sweat jacket or whatever. I think this is really cool. Super glad to get this. It was like the only one they had, and it was like on sale. So I was actually surprised I was able to get this, that no one else picked it up. So I'm glad that I did finally get this. I could definitely use this for some future cosplay, but that is all for Free Comic Book Day 2018. So it's still going on. I'm doing this live. I went right when BSI opened, so they still got stuff. So if you're in New Orleans, they still got stuff going on at BSI. They also have other stuff around at the other various comic book stores throughout New Orleans. I know there's one uptown. There's a few others around here, so go check those out. And most importantly, support your local comic book stores. It's unfortunately, I feel like it's kind of one of those disappearing industries of the actual like physical comic book stores. You know, and maybe I'm even to blame for that, because a lot of the comic books the trade paperbacks I buy just digitally on my phone. So I'm probably one of the cause for that, but I'm trying to, give my best and support local comic book stores, support local, geek ventured businesses. So check out Free Comic Book Day. Comes once a year, not once a year. Go check them out. And until then, you can check out all of my stuff at www.treyguillotine.com. You can check out my What You Gaming On. Remember, if you want to be featured in a What You Gaming On episode, to email me at whatyougamingon@gmail.com. And then check out my Marvel videos on Mondays, and then my reviews Wednesday, sometimes Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday, and Thursday of Marvel TV shows and games. All that's at www.treyguillotine.com. And also subscribe to my channel to geek out some more. Thanks for watching, and y'all have fun.